Fidel API makes it easy, quick, and affordable for retailers to access real-time card payment data from Visa, MasterCard, and American Express. By linking loyalty programs to consumers' payment cards, retailers can cut friction, increase engagement, and get granular information on how their customers are spending. To find out more about how retailers can use payment data to create long-term relationships with their customers, read the Fidel-sponsored report, Customer Loyalty in a Fragmented Retail Market. Go to mytotalretail.com/resources to download your copy today.
Welcome to Total Retail Talks, your podcast channel for retail knowledge.
Hello and welcome to this episode of Total Retail Talks. I'm Christina Stidham, Digital Content Manager at Total Retail, and I'm joined today by Editor-in-Chief Joe Keenan. We're going to be discussing the recent Total Retail report, Customer Loyalty in a Fragmented Retail Market, how retailers can leverage data to create long-term relationships with their customers. This report is sponsored by Fidel. The report looked at how retailers can solve the challenge of customer retention, with a specific focus on loyalty programs and card linking technology. Joe, what were some of the highlights from the report?
Yeah, thanks, Christina. So first off, I'd say one of the key themes of the report is that customer loyalty to retailers and brands is fleeting, and that's particularly true among younger consumers, such as millennials. This is important for two primary reasons. One, customer acquisition costs continue to rise, and two, by increasing customer retention rates, it offers significant benefits and boosts to your bottom line. And here are a couple of stats from the report to kind of illustrate that point around fleeting customer loyalty. So the first is from Nielsen, which found that just 8% of consumers consider themselves to be firmly committed brand loyalists. And then the second is from Damon Worldwide, and it found that only 29% of millennials usually purchase from the same brand. So again, that kind of shows that consumers are moving back and forth between brands and they're less loyal to a particular brand. And then around kind of the bottom line benefit that retailers see from increasing customer retention, I have a stat from Bain & Company that was included in the report. And it said that boosting retention rates by just 5% can raise profits of a company by up to 95%. So you can really see the financial value that you can get by getting customers to come back and purchase again.
And what role can data play in building long-term customer relationships?
So data capture is really critical to building long-term customer relationships. Having information on where, when, and how much your customers are spending enables retailers to craft personalized and relevant messaging and offers by using that data. So that's why loyalty programs can be so valuable, as you mentioned earlier. So in addition to the repeat purchases they yield, there's the data that they generate as well. So loyalty program members explicitly share data with retailers when joining the program, for example, their email address and, other ways to contact them, as well as implicit behavioral and transactional data when they shop with the retailer. So for example, every time a customer clicks on an affiliate link, scans a coupon code, they're sharing a variety of implicit and explicit data with the loyalty program retailer.
That's true, and the report highlights some leading industry loyalty programs, including Starbucks, Nordstrom, and European travel rewards brand Avios. It also details why they're so effective, so you might want to check that out. The report also mentions how technology and specifically card linking tech factor into this discussion. So Joe, can you tell us more about the card linking technology?
Sure, yeah. So card linking technology kind of fits into the idea that frictionless, holistic, and simple data capture is really key to creating an effective loyalty program. So to help with that, retailers are turning to this technology of card linking, which is really a way for consumers to link their credit card to a merchant's loyalty program. And then the benefit the retailer gets is that they're acquiring this customer data via an API. So anytime the customer uses that credit card program, they don't have to, hand over a physical loyalty program card or remember a code. Their data, that information is already stored on the customer's credit card. So that method really bypasses the challenges of having to go direct to source to get that information. So rather than granular transaction data being captured when customers shop with their normal payment card, The data can then be attributed to a unique anonymized customer ID, which helps retailers build a single customer view. So information such as transaction time and amount, merchant location and ID, and then merchant category code, MCC, it's often known as its acronym, and authorization code. And then lastly, payment method and status helps the retailer understand how its customers are interacting with it. So in addition, card linking works across both online and offline channels, which is really critical for today's omni-channel customers. It enables merchants to unify online and in-store experiences and capture data from every transaction, whether that occurs on your website or in a store.
Yes, being able to get online and offline data is certainly essential for today's retailers. So the report closes with a list of best practices for retailers moving forward. And while there are many included in the full report, what is one piece of advice that you would share with our audience?
Yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit about what the report shared around personalization and kind of the value of data and personalizing the customer relationship going forward. So for example, data that you're collecting such as product preference, channel preference, payment preference, all this information can be used to personalize future interactions with your brand. And this level of personalization can be extended across all channels. To your point, it's, you're collecting this data offline and online. You want to make use of it in both channels as well. And really, a customized experience is really become table stakes at this point. Customers expect that from the retailers and brands they're doing business with. So in order to keep pace with the competition, you really need to use the data that you're collecting to personalize experiences.
It couldn't be more true for today's retailers. So for complimentary access to the full report, you can go to mytotalretail.com/resources. There, you'll be able to download this report, Customer Loyalty in a Fragmented Retail Market, as well as many others that are of value to any retail organization. Thanks for listening. For more information on this podcast, please check out our podcast channel page at mytotalretail.com/podcast for show notes. Total Retail Talks is available on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, and Spotify. Make sure to subscribe on our podcast channel page as well. If you've enjoyed this episode, please take a few moments to rate and review. Thanks, and until next time, this has been Total Retail Talks. This podcast was sponsored by Fidel API, the easy, quick, and affordable way for retailers to access real-time card payment data from Visa, MasterCard, and American Express. Find out more at www.fidel.us.